Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. So today I'm going to talk about the Syrian crisis. A lot of people do think if you could just put yourself in someone else's shoes for a moment, you would understand why life is not as easy as you seem to think. It is not easy for everyone to comprehend the changes imposed on someone's life once they have become displaced. Luckily, there are tools that can create a capacity to understand what another person is experiencing. Films or video has proven to be one of the most effective methods to create a sense of empathy and compassion. It is a powerful tool to help an audience understand a situation to reframe in a familiar context, like example through YouTube. First example is most shocking second day video. This campaign was modeled off the popular 1 second per day format. As we can see, her life transformed over a year of conflict, with the ad concluding with the sentence, "Just because it isn't happening here doesn't mean it is not happening." The video, created by Save the Children and Don't Panic London, has 50 billion views. The collaboration reframed the Syria crisis in a Western context and aimed to remind people that violence in Syria is still very real. The solution was to tell a story that would bring realistic of Syria home. It showed an ordinary girl's world falling apart in just a year. Second is What If Manhattan? A charity operating in conjunction with United Nations High Commissioner for Refugees released a powerful video regarding the plight of Syria's millions of refugees. It depicts New York City, usually bustling borough of Manhattan, as a desolate and abandoned ruin, its crosswalk signal winking at no one, its subway cars empty of passengers. If there 1.5 million people living in Manhattan flee their home, then the world would notice. Number 3 is Would You Give Your Jacket to Jonas? The Norwegian non-profit SOS Children Village set up a candid camera featuring a young boy without a coat freezing at a local bus stop. Most people stopped to help the young boy, offering their own coats and scarf, asking if he needed help, and sitting with him to make sure he was safe. The ad ends with the question, "Are you a person who would act when you see someone who needs help?" and a plea to send aid to Syrian children. Moving forward is the See Refugees Through New Eyes. This hunting video was part of an innovative anti-xenophobia campaign which encouraged Bulgarians to see refugees through new eyes. The powerful slogan attempts to make an emotional connection with viewer and urges them to add refugees through different lens. The idea for this campaign is the most ambitious that have ever launched, is to encourage people to see refugees as regular people who have fled horrific violence and persecution. Next is Refugees Are Scum. It's a social experiment video that took place in Australia, begin with a man wearing a sign that reads "Refugees Are Scum." This incite angry reaction from local, and one pedestrian even ripped the sign off from the man. Lastly is Clouds Over Sidra, a virtual reality experience. In this 8-minute groundbreaking film, a young Syrian refugee girl taking you on a virtual reality journey through the Za'at camp in Jordan. The video goes outside delivering traditional facts and provides the viewers with a unique journey to understand what life is like in refugees camp. The idea is to help generate empathy towards the 3.5 million Syrian refugees living outside Syria and to spread awareness for the refugees' causes. So in conclusion, we can say that media social is a medium that connects people to the worldwide. The user can generate information and content that anyone can access. The rise of social media and the power of public opinion could bring a big improvement and change in governance, accountability, and justice. By shifting the debate away from refugee statistics and refocusing on the attitude of those who may not be sure who refugees even are, one can create connection through common experience and increase understanding. So we can see that from social media, we can create a big impact towards this conflict. That is all from me. Thank you.